Welcome to Curiosity Unleashed, where we'll discover that everyone has a story. Real life, real people, real stories. We're your hosts. I'm Emily.
I'm Tia.
And I'm Tara.
Let's discover a story.
In this episode, we're talking to each other, and we'll be talking about how we came up with the idea for this podcast, letting you know what to expect from future episodes, and letting you get to know us a little bit before we start diving into other people's stories.
Ooh. So let's start with what this podcast is all about and why we're doing it. During this podcast, we'll be interviewing different people with different experiences, different backgrounds, and different walks of life as we discover their unique stories. One episode, we may be talking to an ex-drug addict. The next episode, we may be talking to people who dumpster dive, or we may be talking to a local artist. You never know.
Oh, I love it.
So Tia, why don't you tell us how this whole thing came about?
Okay, well, probably 10 or 12 years ago, I had an idea for a book, and I was going to call it 20 Questions With, and it was just going to be questions of two people of regular walks of life, people that we know, people that we want to know, whatever. And I didn't do anything about it. And then about 5 years, I was talking to my son, and he says, "Mom, you should just turn it into a podcast." And I was like, nope. That's not me.
But don't you love how the idea just persisted and
Right.
persisted? Yep.
And we've come to a period in our lives, the three of us, where we could make it happen. And let's face it, we live in a time of podcasts. Everybody's listening to podcasts. And I have, over the years, heard from so many people saying, I don't care about this. I don't care about that. I don't care about this. I just want to know about real people and their real stories.
That's how I got involved. It was funny because you had reached out and said, "Hey, we should do a podcast together."
Right.
The three of us. And when you told me what it was about, I got excited because I had just been watching all of these like e-entertainment commercials while I was streaming different shows. And I was thinking, I don't care about celebrities. I don't care about musicians, actors.
Right.
I mean, yes, actually I do, because I kind of tend to stalk IMDb in the middle of a movie, but
Me too.
I also, because I want to know the real story. I don't just want to know what are they telling us, what is the paparazzi catching. I want to know about real people and real stories, and so I was very excited by this.
Right, and everybody, no matter who they are, no matter what walk of life, everybody has a story.
Right. And that's why I wanted to do it too with social media the way it is today. You get two stories for everybody. They have their social media life.
Of course.
And then they have their real life.
Right.
You know, social media is what they want people to see or know or hear, you know. It's their fake life, you know, their fake happy life.
Everything's fun. We've got it all together.
Right?
Yeah.
But I wanted to know the real story, the real people, you know, get to know everybody. So that's kind of why I wanted to do this.
Right. And the other thing too is we're living in a period of time where we live in a world of keyboard warriors.
Yeah.
Where everybody's fighting their causes or whatever behind their keyboards and not face to face. And so a lot of people are way more willing to ask the questions and say the things that they want to say, knowing that they're not face to face with somebody.
Right.
And so the thought of being able to sit down with a real person and go through their real life and take those questions that people don't have the guts to say face to face and bringing them face to face to our interviewees.
Right.
But doing it in a loving and kind manner, which
course,
is something that does not happen very often on social media anymore.
Definitely not.
Real people, real life, real stories.
Right.
Well, if we're talking about real life, real people, real stories, and let's be authentic with our listeners. So real quick, give me the hi, nice to meet you rundown of who you are. You know, like if our listeners were meeting us at a party for the first time or at a social gathering and you had to give them the quick like elevator pitch of who you are. So who wants to go first?
I think you should.
Okay.
It's your question. You go first.
All right. So I've been a wife for 26 years. I'm a mom of 4. I've got my kids range in age from 25 to 15. And I have to think about that sometimes because they keep having birthdays.
It's weird
and I
how that happens,
I
right?
know, and I keep forgetting. And so I started having kids young, which is kind of fun because now I can enjoy the grandkids while I'm still fairly young in my mid 40s
Right.
here. So I've got two grandkids that call me grandmama.
And they
Um,
are adorable, by
they
the way.
They are so precious. I have 3 girls and a boy, and I have 2 boys. So it's been fun because, like, there's that part of me that's very excited about having boys because I had girls. But then there's that part of me that's like, oh, but look at all the cute little dresses I can put them in.
Right.
Yeah, but that's all right. I have one cat. He's a spoiled rescue cat that came into our lives. He's got a tragic backstory, and he makes up for it by meowing loudly every time it's time to eat. And then I have been a pastor for the last 15 years.
Awesome.
Nice.
Awesome. Me, I will go next. I am 45 years old. I met my husband in the 5th grade when we were 10 years old.
That's so cute.
In our very first orchestra class. And married him 9 years later. We got married young. We had kids young because we wanted to enjoy retirement and grandkids and still be young enough to enjoy all that. So we've been married for 26 years. We have 2 kids. We have a almost 25-year-old son and an almost 20-year-old daughter. And since the day we found out, I have basically been an at-home wife and mom. I did take odd jobs throughout the years when we needed it. And I did own with Tara. By the way, Tara is my sister.
That's me.
That's important information for our listeners to know.
Tara and I owned a online clothing boutique for several years. And some of that was online, and then we did have brick and mortar for a while. And that was a fabulous time of my life.
Oh, that sounds
Super
like
fun.
So
much fun.
And I absolutely do miss it. But yeah, that's me in a nutshell.
All right, so that leaves me. I'm Tara. I am 42 years old. I work from home full time. I'm a single mom, 2 kids. My daughter is 18. She'll be 19 in a couple of months. My son is 17 and he will be 18 this year. I have 2 dogs. They're both rescues. Lyrius Mario Lando Doyle.
I love that.
And he's my little guy. And then we have a huge dude who is Zeus the Moose Percival Doyle.
You gave your dogs longer names than you gave your kids.
I know, right?
But you can
we
do
have to
that
have
with
lots of
pets
names.
and they can't talk back.
Right. And they don't have to learn how to spell them.
That's
But
true.
it's the same thing though. Like for my dogs, they know they're in trouble when they hear their full name. Just like kids. You say their full name and they're like, oh crap. They get that look in their eyes like, I'm in trouble.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
So yeah, so that's me in a nutshell. And now that we have that out of the way, Emily, how about you tell us 5 more things about you?
Okay, so 5 random things about me. Here we go. First of all, I love murder mysteries, but not true crime.
Ooh, I love both.
Like, I want to know that it could happen, but not that it did happen. So
Right.
that's me. I love penguins, but I prefer like real, like lifelike
Right.
over
Okay.
cartoon. So when I
Nice.
see a penguin in person, oh my gosh, my husband got the biggest kick out of it. I squealed like a child at the Dallas World Aquarium a couple years ago. I love penguins so much. I'm actually introverted. Most people think I'm extroverted because being a pastor and being in front of
Right.
people, they think, oh, you must be extroverted. But I recharge when I'm by myself.
Right.
Very
Which
interesting.
leads to the next interesting fact about myself. I love to travel by myself.
That is
Wow.
so odd. I mean, good for you.
Like
Right.
I first discovered it in 2010 when I went to a conference by myself. And I got to explore like on my lunch breaks, when they would have lunch breaks or breaks between sessions. It was in St. Louis. So I got to go like walk around and explore. Didn't have to worry about anybody else's schedule. Didn't have to pack for anybody else. I have never packed so many shoes in my life for a 1-week trip that I did the
Nice.
first time I traveled by myself. And I am a firm believer that you can never have too many Post-it notes.
All
I'm
right.
talking like all sizes,
Fair
all
enough, yeah.
colors. You know, that's
Good on you.
yeah. So Tara, tell us some random things about yourself.
Okay. I collect Mickey Mouse. I've collected Mickey Mouse stuff since I was like 5. I have like 5 million things at the house.
Oh my god.
You can't walk in any room of our house without seeing Mickey somewhere. I love Monster Rehab, especially the lemonade iced tea one. That's my favorite. And I can't go a day without drinking either that or white coffee. Most days I am drinking both of those.
I was going to say it's very rare that I see you with just one.
Yes.
So yeah.
I'm two-fisting it here right now too. So
Well, it's the end of a
Two-fisting it.
week, you know.
yeah, Friday, right? Most days I would rather talk to my dogs than people. I'm very, very introverted person. I hated reading until I was 30.
Oh, which drove
Ish.
me insane my whole life. Like seriously.
But
because I've always been a
love-
reader.
I love to read now.
Okay, so what was the turning point of that? I've got to know. I'm so curious about the fact that you did not like reading until you were 30.
She hated it.
yeah.
She didn't just not like it. She hated it.
I
Oh my gosh.
absolutely hated reading. I chalk it up to the fact that I just had to read all the time in school. I don't know. I really don't know why. I just absolutely hated reading with a passion.
Okay.
And one day, like Kindles were starting to come out.
Uh-huh.
They were starting to get big. And I was just like, I wonder, I bet I would start reading more if I had a Kindle. And I don't know. I just like was thinking this one day. I saw a Kindle ad or something. And then somebody I know like came on Facebook and said, hey, I have a Kindle with this stuff. If anybody wants it, I'll give you a really good deal because I bought it for my stepdaughter and she doesn't need it now, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, all right, cool. So I sent them a message. I was like, dude, I'll totally take it. And I have read ever since and I absolutely love it.
Okay, so further question. So do you read paper books too?
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah,
the
I read
Kindle
both.
just kicked off the love of reading
love.
in a weird way. Okay,
Yeah.
I love that.
Yep. So that's how it kind of started. I don't know. And so Tia, how about you tell us 5 things about you?
Oh gosh. Well, first of all, I'm going to apologize because I realized when you were talking that I was crunching ice and I'm really hoping the microphones didn't pick that up. So I'm an ice chewer. So there's one thing
Is that
about me.
I was gonna
I'm
say,
an
is
ice
that a bonus
chewer.
too?
That's a bonus thing. No, I collect hippos. When I was little, my first word was mama. My second word was dada. My third word was hippo.
Okay.
And it stuck with me my entire life. I love hippos. I'm kind of obsessed with coffee, as you both know, especially Death Wish.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh, Death Wish is my spirit animal.
You're all about Death Wish now.
It's so
Since you
much,
discovered
yeah.
it.
It's been my favorite for a year and a half now. So, in my spare time, I like to go into the mountains with my husband. The forest is most absolutely my happy place, which is great because my husband works in the logging industry. And so he spends a lot of time in the woods too. So that's
Yeah.
something that we both treasure. Being completely opposite from each other in most every way. We kind of hold on to the things that we do have in common. And that is definitely our biggest. I'm a huge Stephen King fan.
Yeah.
I have a very large Stephen King book collection that I treasure and I love. I'll have to tell you the story one day about possibly meeting him. I'm not positive, but I was kind of freaking out. But anyways, huge Stephen King fan. And more often than not, I feel like I was born 100 years too late.
100 years too late. So
Yeah.
tell me about that. Why do you feel like that?
There's so much. Like, I was born in 1977. And I feel like if I had been born in 1877, you're right on that cusp of innovation and so much was happening as far
Yeah.
as like bringing in, the telephone and, all of the inventions that we take for granted today.
Yeah.
But I think it was just such a more, I don't know, maybe a simpler time. I don't even know how to say it without sounding bad, but it was a more mentally simple time.
Okay.
Like now we have
So
and
much
I'm not
going
saying
The
there's
all the
world
stupid,
time.
but
coming
yeah.
at us in every direction.
Right.
Yeah.
There's so much stimulation in everything now.
Yeah. I get that.
I just think there was a lot less, but so much more to experience back then. Which is a weird way of, of putting it. And I hope that
Well,
doesn't
we
sound
didn't have the
totally
world in
crazy,
our
but-
pocket.
Right.
Our ancestors didn't have the world in our pocket. We can experience anything we want virtually or, otherwise in ways that people who came before us
Right.
couldn't.
Right.
And so everything or so much was new.
Right.
Well,
Well, and just to be like like I said, like right on the cusp of so much invention and so much, so much awesomeness that we take for granted now. So yeah, I just and not to mention I just loved the clothes.
yeah.
That's Jordy, my daughter, all the way. She totally thinks that she should have been born, 50, 60, 70 years ago.
Right, but how many
And she
times have we
loves those
said
clothes
over the
and-
years, your daughter emanates me more often and my daughter emanates you more often?
Oh, totally. It's like 3/4 the time I think
Right.
our daughters got mixed up somehow along the way. Yeah, except
But-
they're, 9 months apart.
Yeah, well, that and her daughter looks exactly like her.
Yes.
Yeah.
And my daughter looks exactly like
Yes.
me.
Yeah, we definitely had many me's
Absolutely.
for sure.
Absolutely.
I just realized too that I only said 4 of mine.
Oh, hey, we want to know the last one.
My 5th one is I hate cats. Sorry, all of you cat
Ugh.
lovers. I absolutely hate cats, but they absolutely love me for some reason. I don't know what it is, but every
Oh my
time I'm around a
gosh.
cat, they are drawn to me and come to me.
Uh-huh.
And I think
Especially
it's
my
because,
cats.
Yeah.
I think it's because they know I don't like them. So they're like, oh, we're going to go,
They're trying to
be
change your
affectionate and
mind.
change your mind.
But I have absolute lovely cats. I adore my
Yes.
cats. They're amazing. And I swear, like one day they will turn her into a cat lover.
No, all cats are demons.
No.
And just like that, we've lost half our listeners.
Right.
No, we
No.
well, that's what we love. There's so many different things about us that make us all unique.
So I want to go back to you though
Okay.
about this whole traveling alone thing.
Yeah.
That is not my thing. I could not do that. My husband would be
Uh-huh.
super happy doing that.
Okay.
He loves exploring on his own. He'll be happy to go city, country, doesn't
yeah.
matter. He'll make a friend
Sure.
and come home with a million stories. So like it's totally not me. Like
I'm totally with Tia here too. I've never even gone and eaten by myself.
right.
I just
Oh my
don't-
gosh, I love that. Going to the movies by myself.
Never done it before.
Never done it before.
Okay,
so to
that is
travel
something
is
I'm
like-
going to put on my
oh
bucket
my
list.
gosh.
though.
Yeah, I think part of it comes from the fact that, I've got 4 kids. We had 3 of them very young. And my husband was in the Navy, so he was deployed all the time. And so I was never alone.
Right.
I
Okay.
babysat other people's kids on top of that. But I'm also one, I've been finding out this week that I have been putting others before myself since I was a kid.
Right.
Like I have been all about making other people happy, planning for other people, protecting other people. And so I think part of it is I get to just focus on me.
Right.
Like I've gone camping in the Montana woods by myself for 3 days, by myself, like totally by myself.
Wow.
I've gone to the movies. I've gone to eat out, gone on all kinds of conference trips. I have not done a straight up, I'm just going to go on vacation by myself
Right.
because that's hard. For me, it feels like it's selfish, but I actually am planning one.
So tell us about
just,
that.
Tell
just
us.
by myself. And my husband thinks I'm crazy. My oldest daughter can't wait to live vicariously through me because she has the two young ones.
Right.
And she dreams of having the freedom to do what I'm planning on doing. So I jumped online the other day and I was like, I wonder, because when my husband and I went to Disney World 2 years ago, I've been to Disneyland several times. First time I went to Disney World, I never really suffered from like Disney withdrawals until the last 2 months. And I don't know why. Like, I want to go back to Disneyland so bad. And I don't want to wait till I can afford to take everybody. So I'm like, I wonder if I could just go to Disney like for the day. Now, granted, we live in almost Canada.
Right.
in
Washington
Washington.
State.
And Disneyland is very, very south. But
right.
I
The
don't want
closest
to live.
Disneyland is Southern
Yeah.
California.
I don't want to live in Florida. I don't want to live in California, but I do want to be able to like just go to Disney whenever I want. So I started looking online. I'm like, okay, if I used points or didn't use points, what would it cost me to fly there? And I came up with this insane plan, and I'm going to do this some point in the next 6 months. It's my goal. I'm starting to save up for it. Disney in a day from Washington. So we're talking like get up at 2 a.m, drive to Seattle, hop on a plane, take the shuttle from the airport to Disneyland, spend the day at Disneyland, take the shuttle back to the airport, fly back to Seattle, and drive home all in one turnaround.
You
go,
are
girl.
crazy.
I
Crazy.
am so stupid excited about this.
I couldn't even imagine.
I
doing
can't wait
that.
to hear about it.
Yeah, for
I just-
sure.
So
yeah.
I was looking at stuff last night, and I almost booked the tickets, like the airline tickets, because I found like point wise, I have a bunch of points saved up or miles. So I was like, ooh, I could actually fly for a small amount of points and like $12. And then I
Nice.
found, which I have the $12, but I didn't have the $110 to guarantee I could buy my park ticket on the same day.
Okay.
Oh,
so
gotcha.
I want to be able to do the both so that I get the right price.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the wheels are turning. My husband thinks I'm nuts. My daughter thinks it's great. We'll see. I'm looking
I'm
forward
somewhere
to
in
it.
between.
You're
Like-
somewhere.
I mean, go girl.
Yeah.
Like more power to you.
Oh
That's
my gosh.
amazing.
So
but I
that's
think you're a
my
little
idea
crazy.
of a fun, crazy, chaotic adventure. But like, tell me, what is your idea of a vacation? Like, what is your perfect idea of vacation?
Oh, we have a vacation coming up.
Yeah.
You want to?
Yeah, sure. So,
You
so
just have
yeah.
brain fart
we
there.
do? Oh yeah, we do.
Yes. So I'm super excited because I've never done this before. Tia has done this before a
I
few
have.
times. But we just booked a cruise and we are going to go to Greece, Spain, Italy, Croatia,
Oh, that's
and
exciting.
Montenegro.
Yes,
I believe-
and we got our families.
Yeah, a bunch of
some
our
family
family
is coming. Like
is
both of my
coming.
kids are going.
My daughter's coming. My son's not. He was like, one day on the water, sure. More than that,
Yeah.
ain't happening. I'll
okay.
stay home
Yeah.
with dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, and my in-laws, my husband's dad and his wife Christy are coming, and both of my kids are going.
Hopefully, our
Um,
brother and his family are going. I don't know.
I don't think they
yet.
are. I don't think they are.
But anyway,
But
some
we've
of
got
our
a bunch
family.
of people. Yeah.
That
my
sounds like
aunt's
one
coming.
of those once in a lifetime family like core
Oh.
memory experiences.
Oh, it's
Totally.
definitely
Like
bucket list.
all the
Yeah.
places we're going, I get to check off my bucket list.
Right.
I'm
oh,
so
that's
excited.
So exciting.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
we have the most amazing
Travel agent.
travel agent.
Yeah.
And she has been taking care of us for what, 8 years now? 7 years?
That's
7 or
awesome.
8 years. She
Oh,
plans
something.
everything
We
for
used
us.
Long
her
time.
for my husband and I used her for our Disney World trip.
Did you?
Oh,
Did
okay.
you? Yeah,
did.
yeah.
We
she's,
did. Yeah.
She's
She
awesome.
was fantastic.
So if she's out there listening, we love you.
Okay, so this is what we've been looking forward to, but what is something that you ladies are avoiding right now in your life?
Oh gosh.
Avoiding.
Yeah.
Okay, in all honesty, I'm a decent housekeeper. You can come into my house and I'm not embarrassed about how my
Mhm.
house looks. But don't go into my laundry room.
Oh man.
Like, oh my gosh, I really, really badly need to organize my laundry room. I mean, I've got
Okay.
the laundry done. I decided I was not going to tackle Mount Washmore anymore. I was just
Uh-huh.
gonna do it as it came. But that's where all of our cleaning supplies are, all of our extra stuff, all of our everything.
yeah.
And it's just kind of become a catch-all. And I shut the door and ignore it and have been ignoring it for 4 months.
Oh man.
So yeah, I really,
Yeah.
that's my avoidance lately.
So I realized as I asked you that question, I've been avoiding, and this is not necessarily a cleaning thing, I've been avoiding going through my closet because
Oh,
I'm between jobs right now.
yeah.
And so it's one of those things where I'm like, oh, if I get rid of the clothes I'm not wearing, because I mean, let's be honest, I'm in comfy mode right now.
Right.
So if it is made of sweatshirt material,
Right.
Or an oversized t-shirt. I probably lived in it for the last, month or so. But I'm like, but I can't get rid of, the fancier, nicer clothes because I don't know what my next job is going
Right.
to be. Am I going to be wearing scrubs, suits, or jeans and t-shirts? I have
Right.
no idea. So I have way more clothes than I need right now, but I'm avoiding going through them because I don't want to regret getting rid of
Right.
something.
It's a good excuse to avoid it.
Yeah,
for sure.
I
we'll
mean,
just
yeah.
call it that.
Yeah, totally.
Okay, are you avoiding anything, Tara?
I mean, not that I can think of. I don't know. Like,
Come on.
it's been pretty cold out lately, and I'm one of those people who once my gas tank hits like half a tank, I start freaking out
Uh-huh.
and I need to go get gas right away.
Oh, yeah.
My daughter's the exact opposite. She's like on, empty, and she's like, "Oh, I can
I
go
got 10
another
more
day."
miles.
Again, like Auntie.
No, I can't. No, I hit half a tank and I start freaking out. But it's been cold, so I haven't. I'm below half a tank right now. Kind of freaking out on my way over today to do this podcast, but yeah, that's really all I can think about that I'm avoiding at this moment.
Oh my gosh, that's
I'm
so
sure I'm
great.
avoiding something else, but I'm
Yeah.
avoiding knowing what it is too. So
Well, sometimes you just got to do that, right?
right.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm just curious, as we're just trying to get to know each other, what is one of the most rewarding things you've ever done? And the reason I ask this question is because of your talking about doing this on your own, traveling
Mhm.
on your own and whatever. I'm sure for somebody who enjoys doing that, or even people who don't,
Sure.
taking that step is probably extremely rewarding to them. I don't think I could ever do that.
Right. Right.
But what is something that you just find very rewarding in your life?
I've got to think about that for a second.
It's a tough one.
That is
Yeah.
one. Is that question just for me, or are we making
Rewarding.
Tara think about it too?
I
No, I think you both should.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to think about this one too. I don't. And
Leave it to Tia to come up with a question
Okay.
that
Right?
gives us dead air.
So this is I've got one. So I homeschooled my kids for 11 years. Okay. And it's kind of a whole other story of how I came into homeschooling, because my oldest was entering high school. My youngest, we didn't homeschool. He was entering kindergarten. I actually left him in public school so that I could homeschool my 3 daughters. But that first year of homeschooling, I was homeschooling only my oldest because she had asked me to homeschool her. And I was convinced that the poor kid was going to end up homeless, a druggie on the side of the road, living in a cardboard box because
So you're telling
I
us you
screwed up
had
high school.
total control of the situation
Oh,
and total
ye-
confidence in yourself.
yeah, we'll call it that. I was so sure that I was going to screw up her life because I screwed up high school, and so the most rewarding thing I think is I've graduated 3 girls who have gone on to very different paths. My oldest is a stay-at-home mom. My second oldest just got married, but she just finished college with her children's ministry degree.
Mhm.
My youngest is the youngest bank manager or branch manager at a local credit union. My daughters, and then my son homeschooled him from 2nd to 8th grade, and he decided to go on his own to go into high school for public school, and is absolutely, the teachers cannot say enough glowing things about him.
That's awesome.
And
Nice.
so the fact that I did not screw up my kids by homeschooling them, and that I was able to, that is the most rewarding, because
Awesome.
I know I
Nice.
had time with them that I cannot get back.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I am amazed with people who can homeschool because it is just not me. I mean, I think you have to be, a special kind of person, a specific, I don't know if it's you have to think a certain way or what, but I could never.
I was one of
could
the
not
most
homeschool.
unschoolingest homeschoolers, though. I have friends who, were like, "Oh, I'm going to use this curriculum. It has this scope and sequence, and we're going to do this. And what are you using for science?" I'm like, "We played in the dirt today."
Real life.
Oh
Real life
my gosh.
experiences.
The best advice. Okay, I'm going to throw this out there. This is a freebie. The best advice I ever got was in the middle of that year where I was absolutely second guessing everything I did. A homeschool mom who her kids were grown up, had families, and like grown up, not just like, oh, they just barely graduated, but no, like grown up and in the world, killing it, absolutely rocking life. She says, just remember everything is learning.
Right.
Nice.
And
I
that
like
took
that.
off
Yeah.
so much pressure to get it right and have the right curriculum and cover the right subjects. When she said, just remember everything is learning, I then repeated that mantra for 10 years after that.
Right.
And so that was,
I like that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's great.
Yeah.
What about you, Tara?
Okay. So I think, okay, so if I have a plant, I kill it, you know?
It's a
I have-
family thing.
I have a brown thumb, you know, I just.
I have a black thumb. Are you kidding me?
No.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I can't keep a plant alive to save my life. But I have not killed my children. So I think that's
That
pretty
is very rewarding.
amazing and rewarding, right? My daughter is, you know, almost 19. My son's almost 18. And they're still alive. And I haven't even almost killed them yet. So
you
good
remind them of this
job.
frequently.
Oh, I do. I let them know that all the time.
Oh.
Yeah. So I think that's pretty, you know, pretty good, pretty rewarding.
Go
Yes.
mom.
Yes, absolutely.
Yay me, right? They're alive. Yeah.
All right, Tia, it's your turn. You asked the question. We're going to turn it around on you.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I could go with the whole I made 26 years of marriage work. Whatever. No, I love my
Whatever.
husband. We made 26
That's
years of
pretty
marriage
amazing.
work and we're doing pretty well. I mean, we're happy. We like each other. So that's great. But on a different type of scale, I'm going to give this out there because I have you both sitting here at this table with me. 10 years ago, I called my sister and I was tired. I was exhausted.
Yeah.
The kids were so busy all the time. My husband is a workaholic. I was never getting any free time. And so I made the decision that I was going to start a girls' weekend. And so I called Tara and I said, let's call a couple of people and we're going to go up to the cabin. We have some friends that have a cabin on the lake and we're free to use it whenever. And so I said, let's grab some friends. We'll go up to our little cabin on the lake and we're going to have a girls' weekend.
And the cabin on the lake does not have Wi-Fi
Right.
and no phone service, nothing. So
Right.
we get to actually get away.
Right. And I just said, let's grab a couple of our friends. And in the 10 years that we've started this, we do it twice a year, as you know, because
Yep.
you are now a part of it. Twice a year, we get together with our girlfriends and it started with 4 of us, right? 5 of us.
4 or 5, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. And has only grown to 8.
It
I
will
think
be
now.
9 come this
Come
April.
this April,
We
yeah.
have one more coming in. We'll
When
see if
my-
it works.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we are very, very selective about the people, the ladies we allow to come up there with us. But twice a year we go up and we, what I tell people is what happens at the cabin stays at the cabin. That is our only rule. We drink too much. We laugh too much. We cry too much. We talk too much. We do everything too much. And
Except sleep.
Except sleep.
We don't sleep too much.
I don't know. Last time we did. We all took naps and
That's
everything.
true, true, yeah.
And we pretend we're not wives and mothers for the weekend. And it gives us a chance to connect. And and beyond that, now we all have a running thread, a message thread that we all keep in contact with each other basically every day.
Yeah, and share everything from
Right.
crazy memes to being mad at the world.
Right, right. And
It's amazing.
There's nothing off limits in our group.
Yeah.
And that is amazing to me. And I cannot even tell you guys how important those weekends have become to me.
Yeah.
Those are weekends that I plan everything else in my life around. Because we have an amazing, amazing group of ladies.
Yeah.
And you have all become my people. And I just am so incredibly blessed to be able to do life with you guys. And all of the other girls out there that are listening, you know who you are. We love you. And we will be introducing you on this podcast to our listeners at some point. You have no choice in it.
You're
But
part of
yeah,
our group, so you will be on it.
Right.
And all of our listeners who are not part of a group, find yourself a group.
Find one. Absolutely.
Yes.
That-
You don't have to be the instigator,
right.
but when you are invited, I cannot guess how many moms may or may not have given up this opportunity. Like where
right.
they're like, oh, I'm too busy or I can't get away. You know, I know for years as a mom, I did that. Like, oh, well, I can't because my family needs me. And I'm not saying that I had maybe an invitation quite like this, but
Right.
even just to, hey, let's go out for coffee. How often do we as moms just, decide
Put everybody else
We're
first.
just not going to do anything.
Oh,
about it.
and that was the hardest thing for me the first couple of times we did.
Because I'm just doing the math. Your kids were preteens.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
They were busy all the
Yeah.
time, and the thought of walking out on them, even for a weekend,
Mhm.
was terrifying to me.
Yeah.
And my
And-
husband would tell me, "Go ahead."
Even more so than that, not being able to be in contact with
Right.
them because there's no Wi-Fi,
Yeah.
there's no phones
There's
up there,
no
there's nothing.
phones, no service
So
of
we
any
can't
kind.
get a hold of them. So that was
And
super
until
scary
recently,
for me.
we didn't even have a bathroom. We had an outhouse.
Yeah.
So we do have a bathroom now. So we are moving up in the world. But it was very hard those first couple of
Yeah.
times. And my husband would tell me, "Don't worry, everything will be fine. I will take care of you." And the kids are like, "What are we going to do? We're going to die." And I'm just like, you know what? I'm just going to go anyway. And I worried the first couple
Mhm.
times.
Yeah. Same.
I
I'm
worried
same.
a lot.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But you know what? The house never burned down. My
Yeah.
children never died. They were
Right?
fed.
My kids didn't die while I was gone. They're still alive.
Yeah, there's that rewarding.
They managed without me.
Yes.
And as time progressed, I realized that not only did I need those weekends away, my husband and my kids needed me to have those weekends away because
Oh, that's
it-
true.
poured so much good into me that when I came back, I was refreshed and ready
Yeah.
to take on whatever they threw at me.
Mhm.
And so my kids and my husband have all begun to realize, as of several years ago, everything else in our life is planned around mom's 2 weekends a year.
Yeah.
And there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And the last few times, which is crazy, I mean, we used to go down to the store and check in with our husbands and our kids, once a day.
Yeah.
When we went to use the bathroom, so we didn't have to use the outhouse.
Right.
Yeah.
And we'd go down to the store to use the bathroom because we didn't want to use the outhouse. But the last couple of times,
Mm-hmm.
I think almost all of us have realized we don't need to do that.
Yeah.
They're going to be fine until we get home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I treasure those weekends. So yes, like you said, that was going to be if I could give advice to anybody, get yourself a group.
Yeah.
Find yourself a group. If you're invited to a group,
Yeah.
Take
go
that
and
step.
enjoy it. Take the step,
Mhm.
take the plunge, because it's one of the very best things I've ever done in my
Yeah.
life. And it is definitely one of the most rewarding things I've ever done in my
Yeah.
life.
That's awesome.
So
If-
yeah.
If I can say something about that too, what I love about our group, there's 8 of us at the moment. There'll be 9 soon, possibly. But we are all so completely different.
Right.
Yeah.
Like in every way. And it doesn't matter. We still love each other where we're at
Right.
when we're there,
Mhm.
We are so vastly different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are
I mean,
all so vastly different. Yeah.
completely different. And I just love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's amazing.
Yeah,
You don't
agreed.
have to be alike to have a group together. Nothing like that.
Well,
you know?
and that
I
being
mean,
said, I would really love to share the story of how we met you, Emily.
Yeah.
Which is kind of crazy. As we're sitting here doing a podcast together, the first time I met you, we were freaking out. Like we were
Right.
freaking out.
in order to add somebody to our group, you have to ask everybody in the
Right.
group. We have to discuss it, talk
Mhm.
about it, make sure
If
that they're a
one
good
person
fit.
blackballs you, you don't get to join
That's
us.
right.
That's just how it is, because we get so deep it has to be comfortable.
Yeah. So I will preface this with telling my part of the story,
Okay.
because my part of the story came first. I was with a friend that comes to our group and or comes to the Girls Weekend group, and I was basically having a meltdown. She was part of my small group for church, and I'd been getting to know her and her family, and we stepped out of small group to go get pizza. And I just unloaded on her and I lost it. And I don't remember what was happening in my life at the time, but I was mad at the world. And she looked at me and she goes, I think you need to come to Girls Weekend. And I was like, probably in tears. I don't remember anymore, And
What
I'm
is
like,
Girls
I'm
Weekend?
like, what is Girls Weekend? Because I mean, I've heard her talk about it a little bit, but I was like, well, when is it, and I don't know if I can, and this is, but she's like, you should come to Girls Weekend. I think you need Girls Weekend, and then I'll let you guys take over the story from your perspective.
So we were planning our weekend, and like Tara said, this is something that you have to bring before the group because we get super deep sometimes, and there's a lot of crying and there's a lot of laughing, and we're sitting around and we're talking and we're planning the girls' weekend. She goes, "Oh, by the way, I invited Emily." Every single one of us went, "What?" And then she's
You
like,
invited Emily?
she really needed a break, and I'm like, "You invited a pastor to girls' weekend?" And everybody was freaking out. Now, we're not going to be able to be ourselves. We're going to have to be super, Well, one of the girls in our group said, I don't care who she is. I don't care if she's a pastor. I brought some alcohol and I'm going to drink it.
Yeah.
And we're like, well, be yourself. And in her defense, our friend said, oh, you guys will love her. She's super awesome. She's not judgmental. You guys can be yourselves around her. And we're like, yeah, right.
Okay, sure.
Whatever you say. But you know what? That's testament to who you are, because
thank
you're
you.
sitting here now, and never once did you ever, of course, I mean, I say this like we're, so bad, but yeah, I think we had each one drink that night because we're total partiers, right? But yeah, you've been a part of our group since that moment.
And that first weekend was just so relaxing and so cathartic for me. Like, I think I was the first person to cry that weekend. And I don't know, I have never told you guys before. If you look back, I know we have like our own little stories about Girls Weekend, but I have in my journal that I bring with me every time, well, the journals I've brought over the years, I make a checklist every time we go to Girls Weekend. And I don't know if you guys know this, a checklist.
Who cries first?
Like, no, it's so there's things on there. Some of them get repeated every time, but some of them, it's like as we do stuff, because it's fun to look back.
Oh, for sure.
And I'm a checklist person, but I'm the kind of person that will add things to the checklist to feel more accomplished.
Right.
Oh,
well, that's why we have the journal.
So my checklist has things like cried, laughed, ate some more, took a nap, colored.
Did craft
We
projects.
all of a sudden became fifth grade or kindergartners, 5-year-olds, right?
And so I will put some things, and it's just like, it cracks me up because every time, there's all these things that we do that are recurring themes that are just so relaxing and
Right.
so refreshing. And I don't make that checklist as I have to do this to have a productive weekend. No, it's like, I want to remember all the things, and I love checklists. So, I make a checklist every time we have Girls Weekend and add all of the things. A lot of times we'll go for a little hike in the woods,
Right.
or we'll, see a random wild animal.
Or look for a Bigfoot
Right.
with a knife and a broom. I mean, who knows, right?
So
what a weekend.
But that weekend was just so wonderful. And the fact that you guys kept asking me and letting me come back, that was so special to me.
And now
I
you're not
look
going to get
forward
rid of
to
us.
that. No, not
Right.
getting rid of you guys at all. And I'm excited because it's next Girls Weekend, because I'm currently between ministry positions. I don't have a church to be at on Sunday.
So you get to be
So
there
I
all
get
weekend.
to be there for the whole
weekend for the first
For the
time.
first
No,
time.
the second time I did that, I took the whole weekend off when we went to see.
Oh, when we went to
Oh,
Oregon.
that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, but I love
All right.
our weekends.
That's awesome. Yeah,
Okay.
I love that too. So now, you guys have gotten to you've gotten to get to know us a little better.
And if you have any questions for us individually or collectively about what you've heard today, just pop them into the comment section below and we'll try and answer them for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think before we leave or whatever, I just want to let you know that on our next episode, we will be interviewing Trevor. He is a recovered drug addict who is always willing to share his story. the story of a lost and broken man and his arduous trek to recovery. So be sure to join us next time for that. Yeah.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you for joining us on Curiosity Unleashed. We need your suggestions for who you'd like us to interview on future episodes and your help creating the list of questions that we'll ask future guests. So be sure to check out our social media on Facebook and Instagram, Curiosity Unleashed Podcast. You can also send us an email, curiosityounleashedpodcast@gmail.com. Once again, I'm Emily.
I'm Tia.
And I'm Tara.
See you next time.